Good evening, Rabbi Rabbi Tov. There's a question that was asked by, there's two young guys here who are not here right now, but they come here to pray here. And they asked a good question. The question is, a person who says the name of Hashem, right? So we know that there are 5 names of Hashem in Hebrew. These are the names of Hashem. Like, Adonai, Elohim, right? These are the names. El, right? And we have also Eloah, all kinds of things, all kinds of names like this. Those we know that you're not allowed to say them levatala. What does that mean? That a person can't just say these names for no reason. So it's like saying the Shem Hashem levatala. It's not good. It's not a good thing to do that. It's forbidden. But the question is, does that also apply when you have the name of Hashem, like in a different language, right? Like God, So is God also? You can't say the word God levatala, or is it just lazi? It's something which is a different language. It's not the real name of Hashem. What, Hashem's name is God? No, this is not. This is something that they made up. The Goyim, they made up this name. You know what I mean? By the way, the word God in Hebrew, you know what this means, right? One of the tribes, the name is God, right? Ba God, but it's God. So when they said when the Imahot said Ba God, what did they mean? Ba God. What does this mean? Ba means came, right? And God means mazal, So the word God really in Hebrew means mazal. That's what it means. Just to let you know, right? That's what it means. And for them, the Goyim, this is very good for them to say like that, They call Hashem God. Why? Because the Goyim, they're ruled by the mazal, So it's really, for them, it's the proper thing to say God. It's mazal, but the Jewish people are above the mazal. So that's not a good name for us, for Hashem. We're above the mazal. We're not ruled by the mazalot. Okay, interesting. But anyway, the question is like this, right? That they found there's one book called Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, written by Rabbi Gansfried. This was written about 250 years ago. Whatever this book. It's very widely used by the Ashkenazim. If you go to the schools, the Bet Yaakov, or all the Ashkenazi yeshivot, when they study halacha, they usually learn the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. The ones who are a little bit more advanced, they learn Mishnah Brura. Mishnah Brura is a little bit more advanced. It brings more opinions, but the Kitzur is like a Kitzur, just one opinion, one halacha, that's it, right? Is this good for us, by the way, this Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, for Sfaradim? It's not good for us. Why? Because we don't go like that. That's not our custom. That's not our minhag. We go like Maran. Kibalna Horat Shel Maran, right? We go like Maran Shulchan Aruch, and over there he goes like the Rama and also other opinions, the Ashkenazim. So for us, really, this book is not the best thing, to learn halakha. But if you go to the Ashkenazi yeshivot, they're learning all there, especially the girls, the ladies, they're learning Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Okay. Anyway, what I want to tell you is like this, right? That it says over there in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch that it's considered to be the name of Hashem also in this sense. It says you're not allowed to say levatala, the name of God, the God. It says also this is asur. So according to this, a person shouldn't just say, like, for instance, oh my God, something like this, right? You shouldn't say that. Because it's like levatala, what do you need this for? Oh my God, what does this mean? What does that mean? According to the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, you shouldn't say that. So you should only say this name if you're praising Hashem, or something like that. You're praising Him, but, something which is not praise or something which is needed, according to this, you're not allowed to. So they told me, these boys, they said, is this really the halacha, or maybe there's also different opinion, different books, whatever. So I told them, I said, I'll look at it and I'll let you know, right? I'll get back to you. So what happened was I checked, in the books, I looked into it a little bit. So what I found was that there's in Masechet Sanhedrin, there's a Rashi over there, in the Peret Chilek. Over there it talks about a certain thing, that a person does. If he does this kind of thing, Eno Chelek L'Olam Haba, he has no portion in the world to come. What is it talking about? It's talking about somebody who, says a pasuk, with the name of Hashem, and then he spits, two, like this, two. He does a two, Why does he do this? To bring refuah for somebody who's sick. Lo aleinu. Right? So, it says if a person does this, eno chilek haba. He has no portion of the world to come. Why? Because you're saying the Shem Hashem and then saying spitting too? This is a disgrace, right? You're disgracing the name of Hashem. So comes Rashi over there and says, but if he says it in a different language, not Hebrew, not Lashon HaKodesh, it's mutar. Why? Because that's not the real Shem of Hashem. That's not the name of Hashem. So you see from this Rashi, that's not like Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, right? Then what? So he says, no, it's not the Shem of Hashem. God is not the Shem of Hashem. As we said, right? God is Mazal. What does one have to do with the other? You understand? So therefore, according to this Rashi, he says, my rabbi told me like this, Rashi says, and also it's brought down Bet Yosef, brought down the Shach, brought down the Ramah, in many different poskim brought down. So the truth is, that the halacha, you see from there, halacha is not like the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. The halacha is that even though it says in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, also I saw in the Mishnah Berurah, he also brings this down in a different place, in Orach Chaim, he brings it down there, that you shouldn't say these words, levatala. But, here we have Rashi on one side, we have Ramah, we have Bet Yosef, right? We have the Shach. These are big Chachamim, so the halacha is like them. That's for sure, you can't really argue with Rashi, he's one of the Rishonim, the later authorities cannot argue with Rashi. We don't have power to this. I argue with Rashi, me, Michael. Who am I to argue with Rashi? You cannot argue with Rishonim. Right? These were people 1,000 years ago, they were much wiser than we are, much smarter, much holier, what business do we have to argue with them? You understand? So therefore the halakha is, that if a person says, like these names, like in Lo'azi, I'm sure every language, right, has, these names, a person knows these languages, right, the Russian and this, and the Bukharian and the Persian and, all these languages. Everybody has their names. These names are not the names of Hashem. So therefore a person, can say, according to halakha, you can say, oh my God, it's not called he said the Shem Hashem levatala. It's not really the halakha. But if a person wants to be machmir, that he should be careful, he wants to be machmir like this opinion, Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. The truth is, we can't tell you, that's not the halakha, but if a person wants to be machmir and also not to say these names levatala, tavu ala bracha, it's good, he'll be blessed, he'll fulfill all the opinions. Right? That's chasidut, so as we said, right, the halacha is not like that, but if a person wants to be machmir, tavu ala bracha. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen. Chazak u'baruch.